How's it going? So we managed to get another day on the boats this weekend because the Queen had a birthday once, you know. Today I'm going to pressure test these tanks to make sure they don't have any leaks in them, because there's a lot of welding on them. So I'll block off all these compartments. So I've got a tap to put inside here, so we're going to fill it with air. We're going to link that fitting and that fitting together, and there's a gauge, and over here we're going to pump it up probably to about 15 psi, and then it's blocked off. There's a seal in there so it shouldn't leak, seal in the gas filler so it shouldn't leak, and then see if it holds air for a period of time. If it does, then we'll be good to go, and we can finish those off and chuck them in the boat, bolt them down. I think I'm going to put carpet on mine so it cleans it up, because they look pretty scratched and not very appealing. So I'll probably do that, and then we can bolt the seats on. So time to pressure test my tank. Wanted it down there anyway. So it's bulged up slightly, but got to do it just to test that it's not going to leak. So we'll leave it there for a bit and see what happens. To be sure, I'm going to spray some soapy water on all the welds to see if I get any bubbles. Found a hole. There's one right there. So I need to mark that. As you can see here, there is a bubble where the mount is welded on. It looks like there's one over there too. Got bubbles on the other one too. So I'll keep checking and see what I can find. So I've decided everywhere there's a MIG weld, I'm just going to run the TIG over and just put a whole new TIG weld across it. So I'll do that for the top, the bottom, and then I'll go around the ends of all the MIG welds just to make sure that there's no holes. And that should do the trick, and we'll try it again. So what I did is I went back and TIG'd over top of all the MIG welds, so blasted them with a bit of heat, melted them in on both sides and the underside, and where the mounts meet the tank. So I noticed while I was welding it that the MIG welds were kind of porous, so I don't know if that's the way we had it set up or what. Does anyone else had that problem and worked it out? Let us know. So I will flip it back over, wait for it to cool down, and chuck the fittings back on and re-pressure test it. Don't think I've got it in the first go, but we'll give it a go and see what it came out like. Right, it's all cooled down now. We'll plug it in, see what happens this time. Just one right on the edge of the weld, must have just missed the weld. The only problem with welding on top of other welds is when they send it off you don't exactly know where they are. So, I'm guessing I've obviously just hit the edge. Right, let's give it another go. Good to go, it's all good. Now that I believe it has no leaks, we'll leave it like that for an hour and see if the needle moves. What are you up to there?
Oh, I've made some brackets to mount your turbo oil regulator, so that I can fit my engine, because I need the other end of this piece of tube. So I've got to make this fit so I can cut the tube off, put an end on it, and then you're done and I can have that piece of tube so I can carry on over there.
So we're just getting sorted to chuck his engine back in too. So we're just sorting out the routing for this OPR, the turbo.
So it's mounted now.
So it's mounted in its home spot, clearly visible.
So that's from the oil feed to the turbo, so that would be a straight and a straight just curving down into there. That would go quite nice depending on what you do with that. I think that's okay. And then that's your return, so that line there,
So where is our
so that line really needs to be out back.
So where is our return line?
This one.
Oh no, there.
That one.
Yeah, I know, but pass me that turbo drain. So I'll bring it up the back of the fuel pump now. Settle it on there.
Yeah.
Come up and join with the ones that go across here anyway. And then just straight in like that.
So is that about right? I'm going to cut it.
Yep, so if you cut it.
All of that to get a piece of hose so I can get my engine in.
There you go. Engine's ready to go. Back in the boat. There's the turbo drain and the OPR drain we were talking about. I'm just sorting out some pipe work, and this turbo drain here is slightly uphill, so I'm going to have to undo the centre section and rotate it slightly, because we want that to feed downhill, not slightly uphill, because it's got to have a nice flow back to the sun. So to rotate the centre section you have to undo all these bolts on both sides of the turbo. The only problem with rotating everything is the wastegate actuator valve then has to be modified to fit the new location of everything. So you just want to unnip those slightly and then rotate it. I'll do that. So now you can see that the fitting on the bottom slightly points downhill instead of uphill. and then that runs right round to the other side and dumps into the sump with that OPR. So I've just got to attach it to the bracket I made on top of the jet pump there, and then sort out the fittings between there, the hose. So we didn't get too much done this bonus day. It was just because it's Queen's birthday, obviously. So we got one of the tanks pressurized and checked for leaks. It's been in there all day and it hasn't leaked, so that's good. The old man's engine's in. He's just working on some plumbing at the moment, trying to catch up to me. Got mine in and started working on some more of the plumbing, but at the end of the day that turbo has to be bolted in for the last time, so I can't really do much more than what it is now. Put the filter and stuff in, made a little bracket to hold the bilge pipe exit. Mounted the OPR. Put the turbo around to the right place. Put the fittings on. If anyone has got M16, M15, M18 head lying around at home that they don't want, let me know and we could do a deal, because we really want to weld the exhaust manifold up with the jacket on it while it's bolted to it, and minimise the warpage and all that, and then also know where we can go to because of all the bolt holes and what have you. Oh, we got these in from China finally because of the coronavirus. Slow boat from China. These are our power buttons from Welding on AliExpress. They have a whole lot of different buttons and all that sort of stuff, and you can also order tails that just plug on the back. The quality of them looks pretty good, like they are decent, they do weigh a bit, they don't feel cheap, but you never know until we put power through them. But the old man's bought spares for everything, so we got spares of those, spares of those, and they are what go in here. So we've got the power, start the engine, and all these other buttons with our warning lights up there. So that was it for today. It's just a small video just to see what we're doing on the spare day. So I'll leave you to it and catch you on the next one.